Hello students, let us continue the lesson Control and Coordination. All living organisms respond to environmental stimuli. Animals have nervous system for controlling and coordinating the activities of the body. Plants have neither nervous system nor muscles. So, how do they respond to stimuli? We know that movement is one of the characteristic features of living beings, both plants and animals. Plants move either for growth or to respond to the changes in the environment. The movement which is dependent on growth is called directional movement. The movement which is independent of growth is called non-directional movement. Directional movement. Movement for growth is called directional movement. For example, when a seed germinates, the root goes down. The stem comes up into the air. Students, observe the diagram. This movement is connected with growth. So, this is called directional movement. Non-directional movement. Movement in which growth is not involved is called non-directional movement. For example, when you touch the leaves of a touch-me-not plant, they begin to fold up and droop. The plant moves its leaves in response to touch. Students, do this activity carefully. There is no nervous tissue nor any muscle tissue. How does the plant detect the touch? How do the leaves move in response to touch? Movement happens at a point different from the point of touch. This information that a touch has occurred must be communicated, isn't it? In animals, there is nervous tissue. There is nerve cell neuron. The information from the sense organs goes to the spinal cord with the help of sensory neuron, and the message comes back to the effectors with the help of motor neuron. In plants, instead of generating an electrical impulse, the stimulated cells release a chemical compound. This chemical compound is called hormone, or it is called plant hormone. They are synthesized at places away from where they act and simply diffuse to the area of action. Students, page number 86. Immediate response to stimulus. Read this paragraph. Movement due to growth. There are 5 types. One is phototropism, movement towards light; geotropism, movement towards gravity or earth; hydrotropism, movement towards water; chemotropism, movement towards chemicals; thigmotropism, movement for touch. Now let us learn these 5 stages one by one. Phototropism. Phototropism is the growth of plants in response to touch. Growth of plants or movement of plants in response to light is known as phototropism. Photo stands for light. Shoots respond by bending towards light. Roots respond by bending away from light. Students, page number 87. Observe figure 7.5. Shoot respond by bending towards light. Roots respond by bending away from light. Geotropism. Students, observe the figure. Figure 7.6 in your textbook, page number 87. Geotropism is the movement of plant part in response to gravity. Roots grow towards the ground downwards. This is positively geotrophic. Roots grow towards the ground. Shoots by growing away from the earth. This is negatively geotrophic. Hydrotropism. When a plant part moves in response to water, it is called hydrotropism. Roots grow towards the source of water. Students, page number 87. Read the paragraphs. One is geotropism, phototropism, phototrophic movement. Underline these words: hydrotropism, chemotropism. Read second paragraph, first paragraph, second paragraph in page number 87. Underline the important words. Chemotropism. When a plant part moves in response to chemical stimulus, it is called chemotropism. Here, the stimulus is chemical. For example, the growth of pollen tube towards the ovule during fertilization in a flower is called positive chemotropism. The growth of pollen tube towards the ovule during the fertilization in a flower is called positive chemotropism. Students, refer page number 87. Underline the words phototrophic movement, geotropism, hydrotropism, chemotropism. Read this paragraph. Thigmotropism. Thigmotropism is the movement of a plant part in response to touch of an object. Example, climbers produce tendrils which move towards a source of support in order to coil around it and help the plant to climb. Students, refer page number 86. Movement due to growth. Some plants like pea plant, cucumber, climb up other plants or fences by means of tendrils. These tendrils are sensitive to touch. When they come in contact with any support, the part of the tendril in contact with the object does not grow. The part of the tendril which is in contact with the support does not grow as rapidly as the part of the tendril away from the object. This causes the tendril to circle around the object and thus cling to it. This is an example for thigmotropism. Plant hormones. In animals, electrical impulses are generated to pass the information. In plants, instead of generating electrical impulse, the stimulated cells release a chemical compound. The chemical compound is called hormone. The chemicals produced within the plant in a low concentration and diffuse all around the cell are called plant hormones or called phytohormones. They are synthesized at places away from where they act and simply diffuse to the area of action. Students, in page number 88, there is a question. What are plant hormones or phytohormones? Plant hormones are also called as phytohormones. They are synthesized at places away from where they act and simply diffuse to the area of action. Phytohormones or plant hormones regulate plant growth, development, and responses to the environment. What is the function of plant hormones? They regulate the plant growth, they regulate the development, and regulate the responses to the environment. Types of plant hormones. 1. Auxins. Second one, gibberellins. Third one is cytokinins. Fourth, abscisic acid. 5. Ethylene. Auxin. It is synthesized at the shoot tip What is its function? It helps the cells to grow longer. It promotes the growth of the stem. What is the function of auxin? Where is it found? It is found or synthesized at the shoot tip. It helps the cells to grow longer. It produces or promotes the growth of the stem. Write the function of auxin. Students, answer these questions in your notebook. Name the plant hormone which helps the cells to grow longer, or name the plant hormone which promotes the growth of the stem. Second type of plant hormone is gibberellin. It helps in the growth of the stem. It helps in the growth of the stem. Third plant hormone is cytokinins. It promotes the growth. It is present in greater concentration in areas of rapid cell division such as fruits and seeds. It promotes cell division. Students, underline this word cell division. Underline the word cytokinins and underline cell division in your textbook. Name the plant hormone which promotes cell division. Abscisic acid. It inhibits growth. It reduces the growth. It includes wilting of leaves, ಎಲೆ ಉದುರುವುದು, and closure of stomata. Name the plant hormone which inhibits growth. Abscisic acid inhibits growth. It is responsible for the wilting of leaves. Students, write this question in your notebook. Name the plant hormones and write their function. First plant hormone is auxin. What is its function? It helps the cells to grow longer. Second one is gibberellins. Gibberellins help in the growth of the stem. Cytokinins, it promotes cell division. Abscisic acid, it inhibits the growth of the plant. Ethylene is a plant hormone. It inhibits the growth. Students, read the lesson, page number 85, 7.2, coordination in plants. Page number 86, page number 87, page number 88. Students, last part is remaining, 7.3, hormones in animals. I will teach you in the next class. If any doubts, please contact me. Thank you.